Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Dragon Ball Nation. Today I'm going to be doing another follow-up video on my older videos. Well, not that old, only like 4 weeks ago as of recording of this video. Today, me and Mike from Laughingstock Media here are going to respond to some of the comments and responses in general to the video we did on if Goku and Vegeta ever mastered Super Saiyan 2. Now, if you have not seen the video, please click the link down below or annotate on the screen. It'll take you right to the video, and then you'll have a better understanding of what we're talking about in this one. Mike, why don't you take this first one and kind of give me your thoughts? We're starting off real strong here. We really are.
Okay, so the first comment is from Keyshawn Anderson. And he says, they never mastered any form of Super Saiyan. You know, back when I was watching my favorite arc in Dragon Ball Z, the Cell arc for the 575 billionth time, I never noticed that they didn't master Super Saiyan because, you know, Goku and Gohan were walking around in their normal Super Saiyan forms, their hair was blonde, but I guess Chi-Chi was right. Maybe they just dyed their hair because apparently nobody ever mastered Super Saiyan, even though that was a gigantic plot point about that arc.
Well, I mean, I think it was pretty clear this person didn't watch the video before commenting, or just didn't care to listen, but, I mean, I guess if you're a really casual fan, you might not understand what that means, or just didn't pick up on the fact they did it. You know, me and Mike
you shouldn't comment if you're that
me
casual.
and Mike have our own personal opinions on this matter. We don't, you know, we don't speak for each other, so I just want to say, a lot of people say, like, you know, you guys are assholes, sometimes when I have Danny on the channel, but, I mean, we all have our own opinions, but next one we have here. So because we don't see them actually walking around in SSJ2, that means they haven't mastered it. Weak argument. Well, Mike, I mean, we talked about the fact that a big part about mastery was that, you know, walking around in that form without, you know, really draining any ki or energy is a pretty clear-cut part of it. And, I mean, aside from that, what did this guy really deliver to make a counter-argument to anything we said? That's what a lot of people did in this video, and well, many Dragon Ball videos in general. People just don't make counter arguments.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a lot of times they'll say our arguments suck, but they provide zero argument of their own. So what are they basing that on? Aside from just saying, "Oh, it sucks," I'm trying to sound cool on the internet. I mean, the fact of the matter is that mastery would be to able to have complete control over the form, and just like in Super Saiyan, when they have complete control over the form, they can push down the amount of power they're using in that form. They can walk around normally in it. It doesn't sap enough strength, you know, as much as it normally would have. But I mean, Super Saiyan 2 is 2 times Super Saiyan, so it's automatically going to sap more strength no matter what.
And I mean, we already know the statement from Toriyama where he says, you know, those Super Saiyan 2 and 3 just drain too much energy. It's right there from Toriyama himself even. You know, if you don't want to take that as evidence, well, you're not really critiquing the series very well at all at that point.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not going to listen to us, at least listen to the dude who wrote the series in the first place. I mean, he doesn't remember half of it, but, you know, in this case, maybe he remembers this.
Probably not. But Mike, why don't you take this next comment?
Okay, so from Jalen Davis, plus Goku was holding back when he was fighting Vegeta as a Super Saiyan 2. He wasn't trying to kill him. Goku is a person of fairness. If he wanted to, he could have turned into a Super Saiyan 3 and end it. Well, we already know that, but
well, I just want to say this
thought of the idea yet.
Yeah, this is pretty clearly a continuation of another comment which I couldn't even find. I guess he didn't want to just edit his comment or reply to it, but this was by itself. I'm very confused of what him being able to go Super Saiyan 3 has to do with him mastering the form, because we pretty clearly stated in the video that you don't need to master a previous form to unlock the next one. Like, that's never something that's ever even hinted upon in the series, honestly.
Yeah, they never said that you have to master Super Saiyan 2 to go Super Saiyan 3. I mean, otherwise, it just doesn't make sense that other characters, you know, at that point in time, if Goku mastered it, wouldn't have also mastered it and also have been able to tap into that form. I mean, just because Gohan can turn into a Super Saiyan 2 7 years after he stopped training doesn't mean he mastered the form.
Right, absolutely. The next one we have here is Didn't Watch. Didn't watch, but the answer is yes. We all saw when they fought in the Buu Saga. If you think they didn't, you're off and wrong. I mean, I don't know if this person's saying it, that the fact that they could use the form in general means they mastered it, because that's not what the video's about at all. I mean, I suppose I appreciate knowing in advance that they didn't watch the video, but
so we can
they
know
probably should have
that they're wrong and not us.
Yeah,
How do you guys, like, this is something I have to wonder about commenters. Why do you people comment when you haven't seen the whole video yet?
Well,
how can you possibly know what we have to say and then tell us that we're wrong?
I don't think it's a big deal in a general sense, but there are particular comments that say, like, of course they did this, or of course, blah, 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 blah. And then there, and then sometimes you say later on, like, oh, I saw the video. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous.
Yes, people watching, we know that we are, well, we're not really assholes. We're just, what's the word? Honest. I'm
We're
also
just Saiyan.
No, I'm also going out for no sleep.
It's a really
but,
bad joke. Yeah, I know.
I guess less than I know I take a lot of negative comments on these, but a lot of the more positive comments are comments that agree with us, or just say like, yeah, I agree, you know, or yeah, that makes sense. Like, we can't really go off of those. This one's not quite as negative as the other ones. Mike, why don't you take this last comment, and then we'll kind of review what we've been talking about and kind of reinstate our feelings on the topic.
Okay. Unlike Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 2 is depicted as the mastered next Super Saiyan level. It has no drawbacks like the Ascended Super Saiyan forms and Super Saiyan 3. I wish the original concept of Super Saiyan 2 came back instead of just being called a more powered up form, making it pretty much negligible at this point. By mastered here, I mean the perfect next level, like Trunks said when Gohan did it quote-unquote right. Now, I don't think that they ever really said that there's no drawbacks to Super Saiyan 2. After all, we barely even got to see Super Saiyan 2 that much in the series when you think about it.
Especially in the manga. In the anime, I mean, we see Goku do it a few times.
Yeah, we saw Gohan versus Cell as a Super Saiyan 2. We saw Gohan go Super Saiyan 2 at the tournament. Then we saw Vegeta versus Goku as Super Saiyan 2. We saw Super Saiyan 2 once when Goku was powering up to go Super Saiyan 2 against, Buu, just to show him the different forms. But after that, we barely really see the form that much. It seems like they're mostly either using Super Saiyan or, when they use Super Saiyan 2, it's very ambiguous as if they're even using it. And they always make it just seem like, I don't know. Toriyama really has said that it has drawbacks, and nowhere in the series have I ever really seen anything that implies otherwise. I mean, after all, they specifically say that Goku and Vegeta's fight when they awakened Majin Buu was really quick, and they were all shocked by how fast it went. And then Gohan said they were talking about how they were fighting on the next level, and then both of them look exhausted. So the fact of the matter is, it seems like it could very well drain their power much quicker, but then again, they're moving 2 times faster, they're probably hitting each other 2 times faster, so, like, they could expend way more energy in that form, so, yeah, again, I don't see how they could have mastered it.
I mean, even just, to really, I guess, solidify what you're talking about there, because some people be like, well, they're fighting, so of course they're gonna, be tired out. Well, I mean, even though Dragon Ball is not the most consistent series, even if you look at Goku versus Cell, I mean, it was nowhere near that tiring for both of them at all. But even Cell was holding back quite a bit of his power. And, I mean, really what, we look at these comments just to kind of point out maybe some of the criticisms we get. Or some of these really are some of the more popular types of comments. It's not like this guy said this one thing and he's the only person that said it. Some of the comments are like that, but not all of them. But we really just want to kind of solidify our opinion. It's not a series here that's about saying I'm right or you're wrong, or we're right and you're wrong. It's more of we think we're correct about something. We want to defend that opinion, and if you can show us that we're wrong, I'm more than happy to take a look at it. But generally what happens, and the comments that I see, it's just people not really ever making arguments and just saying that we're wrong and for whatever reason, and I just go and explain why I'm right. But
absolutely,
Mike, is there I mean, what would you really say in maybe 30 or 40 seconds? What would you say really defines the truth in this whole argument and this topic? What would you really say really just solidifies the fact, aside from Toriyama's arguments?
Well, I think most of the ideas out there that they mastered Super Saiyan 2 or Super Saiyan 3, or they could, is simply fan speculation. There's never any real evidence given in the series at all that they can master them, and the very idea of mastering seems to kind of be misconceptions among many of the viewing audience. It seems more like what they did at Super Saiyan 2s during the Cell Games arc or saga, not, just being able to transform into the next state or being able to use that form at all. That doesn't really mean anything. I mean, they didn't really master the Uzaru form before they turned into a Super Saiyan 4, now did they? They simply, pulled all the power into a more condensed state.
Not canon.
There's
Not
different
canon.
forms. There's different forms throughout the series that they can use, but they certainly don't master. And I don't think that Goku mastered Super Saiyan 4 or Super Saiyan 3 when he was fighting Beerus in the first place. So if he couldn't have mastered it by then, after years of using the form, then I don't see them ever mastering them at all. And the fact that they don't even use Super Saiyan 2 or Super Saiyan 3 anymore implies to me that they simply mastered other forms to the degree where they don't even need them anymore, and they're just not worth having.
Well, that was a little more than 40 seconds, but I probably couldn't have said it better myself. I think that's all we got for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sure, we sound negative, but we're just responding to comments. If you don't like that, you don't have to watch this video series, because that's just honestly how it comes out at the end of the day. I can't make a video series responding to positive comments, because what would I have to say? I'd just be like, yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for your comment. No, I have to pick these ones that go against what I say. Or, because not every video in this series is, these are super negative. It's just that certain videos that I've made have some, quite frankly, unintelligent comments in them. That's pretty much what it is at the end of the day.
Shocking.
A lot of them aren't, but a lot of them are. That's all I have for today, guys. Please check out Mike from Laughstock Media's channel. Check out the original video. Thanks for watching, and share your thoughts down below, and I'll catch you later.
Later.